Happy New Year to everybody out there. Hope you had a great time. This video is going to be a little look at what I've been selling from just before Christmas until now, which is just before New Year. So we've got about a week's worth of sales. I put everything on 10-day dispatch just before Christmas. And in fact, I did it a bit earlier than that this year. I usually do it like a few days before Christmas, but this year I did it about a week or a week and a half before Christmas even. But didn't stop the sales coming in. Yeah, not had anybody complaining, you know, where's my item, anything like that, which is nice. I know a lot of people put their shop on holiday mode, and I get why you do that. But I find just changing the dispatch date and maybe put a little message on and just say, you know, this won't go out till whenever is a good idea as well. So we've got about 38-ish items. There's been a few more than that. I'll go into them in a moment. One was local, I dropped it off. Another one needed it urgently. But I'll mention them as we get to them. Yeah, I know it's still a bit of a mess in here at the moment. Don't know how much you can tell, but yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Needs a bit of a sort out. Thought I might have got a chance over Christmas to do it, but I've just not. Unfortunately, day after Christmas, I ended up getting the flu. So yeah, it was all right. I only got it for a few days, but I didn't want to do anything. And I'll tell you, you think I'll sound crazy, but I had one night where I was like hallucinating. I was that ill that night. The rest of the time I've been relatively okay, but that night I was thinking and seeing some strange things. Let's just leave it at that. And I'd only had a couple of drinks, only a couple, so not to blame. But yes, I'm almost fully recovered. You can probably hear it. I'm still a little bit kind of out of breath, but generally okay. Hope you guys have done okay. Why does everybody get ill at Christmas? It always happens, doesn't it? There's always somebody in our family who ends up getting ill. It's usually me. I don't get ill most of the time. Most of the year I'm all right, but as soon as Christmas comes along, I suppose you're mixing with a lot of people, aren't you, and stuff. But in this one, I'm going to get straight on with it. 38-ish items, and I promise no random tangents into crazy, like, weird things, or me complaining about Christmas markets in Keswick, or any other random things. I'm going to get straight on with it in this one. Let's go. So let's start with this pair of irregular choice heels. These were my partner Claire's, and she bought them off eBay a while back. Never wore them. And decided to sell them, £27 plus postage, and they are just, yeah, still in the box, good condition, loads of interest in these. Next is this Waddington's jigsaw puzzle. It's kind of new. It did have a seal on it, but it was basically hanging off, so I just pulled it off in the end, just checked inside, made sure it was still sealed inside, which it was. So £6.99 on this plus postage, and it's just here. This was from a car boot sale, I think. I got this, and I got a better one. I'm trying to see if I can see it, because I've still got it somewhere. Not sure, but yeah, I've still got that other one. Didn't pay a lot for them. A couple of quid each, I think. That's it. Quite a nice one, I think. Next is this tie, £1 plus postage. Yes, I definitely need to unlist the rest of these ties and just do them as a big bundle. I've only got about 4 or 5 left now, though. And it's just in here, and I think it's this one. Yep. Yeah, not much money on this. Didn't pay a lot for all these ties, though. I don't really pick them up anymore. This is the brand. Should anybody be interested? I don't know if that's a good one or not. I don't really do ties. No idea. Looks nice. This here went for £15.99 plus postage, and it's going to somewhere I've never posted to before, which is Jordan. When it came up, I was like, what's that? J.O. My partner Claire, just off camera, who's helping me with this, says to everybody out there, don't bother buying these. They're very finicky and annoying to kind of check, as you can probably tell right here, just with the amount of pieces that there are. Now, if you run about the old hotel game, which I sold recently, I think in my last video before, that is worth getting. But this one, not really. But I only paid £1 for this. Next is this, £13.99 plus postage. Only put this on just before Christmas. In fact, I got a load of these, which I think I mentioned in a video a while back. Took me a while to get them on. Are they in here? No, they're not in here. This is all the bundles. I've got all the loose ones somewhere else. They're not in there. They are in here. This is what I mean. I've got bags. Like that's just an empty bag. I have no idea. I've got bags of Skylanders, bags of Skylanders, all sorts of bags. We definitely need to have a sort out in here. These are just in another random bag in here. I was supposed to get all these out and actually put them on the shelf because these are the better ones. I don't want them to get them damaged. But yes, the one I want is, and that's what we want, just there. And yeah, this was from a bundle that I got from a charity shop. I did pay up a bit for them. I can't remember how much I paid now off the top of my head. It was a while back. But they, you know, they're all of these here are worth at least 10 quid. I think a couple of them are worth closer to 20. And I got portals and I got other ones as well. I just, yeah, the money was definitely there. Next is Peas and Goodwill. I actually got these from Aldi last year. Anybody remember that, when I went and got all those toys? Well, I did it again this year. No comment on that though. That's all I will say. But yeah, £5.99 on these. Some of them, as with all this stuff, yeah, some of them are better than others. These, not so much. £5.99 plus postage. I think these were selling for £2.99. So yeah, a small profit, not really worthwhile. But as I say, some are better than others. Marcus Radishford, for instance, I've sold him several times. I keep finding him in charity shops. But like this guy, little tomato guy, not really worth it. And I always thought this one was one of the best ones, but nobody's interested in this. I don't know if these might be one of those things that as time goes on, they'll become more popular, possibly. Only time will tell. Next we have a few video games. Let's start with this one. Lego Indiana Jones 2 on Xbox 360. It is it that one? Yep, that one. Right there. £6.99, free postage. I'm not 100% where I got this one from, but I probably paid 50p to £1, maybe less if it was part of a bundle. This one I do remember, I got this from a car boot sale and I paid £4 from it. It was from the guy that I bought all those Super Nintendo games from, which I've still not gone through yet. I'm going to do a video just on them quite soon. And yeah, this was from him, £4, and it's gone for £8.99. Free postage, so you know, not a great deal, but not too bad. Next is a PSP UMD video, which is Nightmare Before Christmas. Great film. £9.99, free postage on this, and it's just here. Had this one for a while actually. Next is this went for £6.99, free postage. I've mentioned these before. It's these DVDs that have the handle kind of cases like this. Not all of them worth great money, some of them are worth at least having a little scan of them if you see them out there. And not many of these left now. Singularly, which one is it? So next we have 3 books, which are just down there. I'll show you them first. This went for £8 free postage. Quite a nice one. This was from about 30 or 40 years ago, I think. Nice collectible item for somebody. And we got this Book of Common Prayer. This went for £5.99 free postage. And this was from the tip shop for about £1 or £2 a while back. It's gone for £7 plus postage. Chaos Knights. And it is just here. So let's grab them all. This one, and this one. So I think they will probably all go small parcels then. Might get the Warhammer one to go as a large letter. So next is these, a bundle of 4 pink Power Rangers Funko Pops. These went for £29.99 plus postage. From that like bundle I got all these from a charity shop, like big bundle of them. How many did I get? I can't even think now. 20, 25. I don't think I paid as much as this for the whole lot. So I'm pretty sure this sends us into the profit. I paid between 50p and £1 for each of them. £1 for most of them it was. I think a few of them were 50p. For £29.99, I think that's pretty good for loose Funko Pops. I don't really know that much about them either. Just thought I'd give them a go and getting to learn a little bit more about what is good and what is not. As with anything, the more you do of a certain kind of genre of item, the more you tend to learn about it, and you know better when you're out there at the boot sale, in the charity shops. You've got more of an idea of what to pick up and what to leave. Next is this went for £26.99 plus postage. I got 2 of these from the boot sale for 50p each, good few months back, and this is the first one to sell. That's what they do, jibber jabber. But they were made by Ertl, which made a lot of like toy cars and other toys from that era. Next are the Schleich animals. Well, 2 are Schleich, that one and that one. That's something else. £9 plus postage, and it is just in, well, they are just in here. There we are. Next we have this For Real Chimp and Little Baby. I have sold this once previously and they cancelled because they hadn't read the description properly about the little baby not working properly and not having his banana. Yeah, relisted it anyway, and it's sold again for £37.99. So this is For Real brand as well. You can see, just doesn't seem to do anything, this one, for some reason. It's supposed to make noise and maybe move as well, I'm not sure. But this one works fine. Didn't take long to sell these. I got this guy from boot sale for £4, I think it was. I think he wanted 5, got him for 4. This guy was only £1 from a charity shop, so not too bad. Next is this PlayStation 2 bundle. This went for £80 plus postage. I think this is the one that I got from the charity shop kind of this time last year, if it was just before Christmas last year. And it's the one where I got a load of like brand new sealed PlayStation 2 games. That one, and one I sold recently. And I thought I'd already sold this one, but it was a different PlayStation 2 bundle that I'd sold. This one, yeah, I never did sell. It's just in here. I did pay up a bit for this bundle. I think, was it about, I feel like it was maybe 50 or 60 pounds for the lot. As I say, there were a load of like accessories and bits of this, bits and bobs and games and stuff. So there is profit to be there. I did know when I bought it that it, you know, we're paying up that much, we weren't gonna be making a crazy amount of money on it, but the condition of it was so good as well. It really didn't look that well used, and it still had like all its instructions and a couple of memory cards and its original demo disc, which I thought might have been worth a little bit of money by itself, which it's not. That's just my kind of nostalgia working there. I remember playing that a lot when I was younger, that original demo disc that you got with it. Or was it the PlayStation 1 one that I'm thinking of more so? The one that had like the T-Rex, anybody remember that? That was the PlayStation 1, wasn't it? I think that had like the T-Rex, and yeah, I played the hell out of that. Next is this Frozen Castle. This is one of the ones that makes noise. It plays the song from the Frozen film. Funnily enough, we watched the Frozen film yesterday. We've seen it before, but my son really wanted to watch it, and he never really wants to watch films, but he really wanted to watch this film for some reason. He absolutely loved it. I've found this quite a few times now for cheap. It's never very much. This was £1.50 from a charity shop. For £13 plus postage, and it's just here. It is, you know, a little bit bigger than actually I remembered. I think that will still go as a small parcel, just about. It's not very heavy. Might have to be a Hermes, actually, this one. I am going back to raw mail now, at least for now, on most things, but we will see on that. We will see. I'm sorry about the smoke alarm. I know it drives some people crazy. I have actually changed the battery several times. I think the smoke alarm itself needs replacing because the batteries are go extremely quick. So yeah, new smoke alarm needed. Add it to my list of a million things that needs to be done. Next is this Lemax Hampton Bakery ceramic. This is one of like these proper ceramic ones, not the resin ones. Obviously I did consider keeping it, but we got enough similar looking ones already, so figured I would sell this one on 20 quid. There it is, just there. So in the next box there are 4 different items, so I'm going to show you them all now before we grab them. They're just down here. So this Star Wars Command, this is very worse for wear, like the packaging wise. I think it is new, but the packaging was all ripped open around the edges. Could have gone for a bit more if it was in better condition. In the end I got £10.50 plus postage. Only paid, I think it was £1.50 from a charity shop for it. This macrame wall hanging went for £22.50 plus postage. The initial idea was to buy these to resell. I used to buy these wholesale way back, not this exact one, but very similar. I did quite well selling them on eBay, but then that eventually kind of dried up, as these things tend to do. And when I saw these being sold in Dunelm, I think everywhere sells them now, but when I first saw these in Dunelm a couple of years ago, not that many places were selling them. So I thought I'd give them a go, and they've not really done well. Only got a couple. The other one sold, it was brand new. This one we have actually used though, so I've got a little bit less for it. And next is these. These went for £27 plus postage. Bought these for £3 from a charity shop, along with another pair which sold just before Christmas. And yeah, these boots, I always do pick up these boots, like Carrymore, any of these, you know, the well-known kind of hiking brands. I find these always do sell quite quickly, and you know, I don't pick up a lot of footwear, but these are the, you know, quite comfortable selling these. I know when they're kind of like genuine ones and when they're not, and most of the time, very rarely I get any of these returned when I send them out. So let's get this stuff. It is just in here. There's the boots at the back there. Let's grab that first. You can see, kind of a bit battered packaging wise, but the stuff inside looks pretty decent. Boots, only a small size as well. If you find large size boots, like size like 12 or 13 UK size, then they can be worth good money. Believe me, I have size 12 feet, so finding a big pair of good branded hiking boots like this, it can cost a fortune. It can. So there are cheaper alternatives out there, but if you want like a half decent brand, then for big sizes, especially when you get above 12, if you get to like 13, 14, yeah, you can't buy them from most regular shops, so they do get quite expensive. So what was the last thing? All right, yeah, the wall hanging. Next is this. This was £24.99 plus postage. I've already grabbed it out of the box. It was right down there in the corner, and not bad on this. I only paid a couple of quid for this from a like little kind of second-hand shop that I go to sometimes at lunchtime, and it was just sat there on a shelf. Thought it looked pretty nice. It's from Disneyland Paris originally, I think, and yeah, nice little profit. That'll go as a large letter that with Royal Mail. This large plush pig from Moana has finally gone for £11.99 plus postage, which is not a lot really for the size of it. I thought it would have gone for a lot more than this. But there you go. I paid £5 for a boot sale last year for it, so I've had it for like just over a year, and it has only just sold. So not a good buy on this. I am making a profit still, but it's not worth it for the size of it. I mean, just look at the size of it. It's been knocking around for ages. Like for instance, like this, I paid pence for, and it's worth about 30-ish. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind that hanging around. This though, I don't know. I went through a phase of selling Barney stuff, and it was selling really well, and then almost like overnight, did Barney go out and do something he shouldn't have done or something? I don't know. Almost overnight, the Barney stuff I used to sell just stopped selling. So I stopped buying it. I mean, I'm sure there are still some good stuff out there, but this guy has been sat here forever. If somebody fires me an offer for like hardly anything on him, I will just accept it. The last item from in here is this, £26.99 plus postage. This is Maron Station Trackmaster starter set, and This is from that big bundle of Thomas stuff that I got just before Christmas, and it's done well. I've been selling it well, sold quite a few of them. All the kind of better ones have gone, just left with the kind of slightly less sought after ones, plus a couple of big ones. Oh, and this is sold also. Where is it? That Percy train set. They've not actually paid me for it yet. They said they will soon. £90 plus postage is what I have sold it for. So hopefully by the time this video ends, they will have paid for it, so we can add that on at the end onto the totals as well. We will see on that. I'll keep you posted on that in just a few minutes time. Just before I get to the shed, these went for £39.99. These are actually from my dad's house. Just been and got them, and yeah, selling these off, splitting it between me, my sister and my brother. But yeah, some of these Reader's Digest books can be okay, but generally I find not so much. I do buy them occasionally when I see them out and about, if they're in like bundles and there's some good like stories and stuff in there. I occasionally buy them, but most of the time I tend not to bother. 40 quid plus postage for them, it's not a bad price. So next is these £10 plus postage, and they are just over here somewhere, I think. Over this side. I'm sure they were this side. So this kind of like, what would you call that? Aztec-y style design. Yeah, not really very good. Didn't really know that when I bought them. I think I got them both for like £1.50 or £2 for a boot sale. There was some slight damage to one as well. And this went for £19 plus postage. And it's just here. I'm pretty sure everything else is in here. Quite a few mugs, so I'm going to show you the mugs first, I think, and then I will go grab them. Most of them, if not all of them, I'll just over there. There might be one or two amongst all them. Most of them are over there. So I'll show you the mugs, what I got for them, and then we're going to grab them. So this one went for £6.99 plus postage. This one £15 plus postage. This is one of the brand new Emma Bridgewater ones, one of the ones that I bought to as an online arbitrage type of thing, which actually I have sold a few of these this Christmas, so I think we're making about £7 or £8 selling it at 15 quid, so it's not too bad. This one went for £6.99 plus postage. This one went for £6.99 plus postage as well. This one went for £7.50 plus postage, and I think that's all of them. I'm confusing myself now as to what I've shown you, but I think that's all of them. I'll grab them now anyway, and we'll see what we've got. Yes, I think that's it for over here. As you can see though, well, you pretty can't start, but I can see, and you know, these were all piled too high all the way along, as were these, and you can see there are gaps forming everywhere. They have been selling. It's not always the ones you think are going to sell first that do sell, but then it is kind of on the most part been the cheaper mugs that have gone. But you know, when you're only paying 10p each, I've been sent into the darkness. Yeah, when you're only paying like 10p each, like that big mug pickup that I got at the boot sale, or you know, 50p to £1, which is quite often what you pay in a charity shop or a boot sale for a mug. You know, it's not a lot of money to invest. These here, Beijing and China. Now these remind me of a sale that I've done recently to a guy called Steve. Thank you, Steve, again for buying that Nintendo Wii from me, and yeah, very much appreciated. And he actually gave me some stuff to sell on. Let me see if I can find it. I've not listed it yet. I put them on this shelf. Yeah, he gave me these. So we've got a little Starbucks Shanghai collector's series espresso mug and a China one. And it was so weird because I'd never even seen these before, like the mini ones like this. It was only like a few weeks earlier I'd got these, and I actually thought I'd got the two exact same ones, but I haven't. I found in a charity shop for not a lot, £1.50 each, £1.25 each, something like that, a China and a Beijing. So now we've got two China, a Beijing and a Shanghai. And they're not worth a crazy amount, these little mini ones, but yeah, they're kind of cute, aren't they? I think they are. And I'll get them listed. And he also gave me one of these. Was it one of these or two of these? There's two of these. There's one there as well, I think. The old Bushmills Distillery Irish whiskey glasses. They're just really nice quality. They'll go for a decent amount, I'm sure. Thanks again, Steve. Thank you very much for passing them on to me. I did try and give him a little bit for it, but he didn't want anything for him. He just wanted to kind of say thanks, I think, for, you know, for the videos and that. He watches the videos quite often, so yeah, very much appreciated. And same goes to anyone who watches the videos. You know, liking the video, commenting, or just coming back and watching them. It really does mean a lot to me. Like, it's a weird thing, because I said I wouldn't go on tangents today. Here we are again in the dark. This light's pretty bright though. But it's a weird one. Like, if you'd said to me a couple of years ago you'd be making like these little videos about selling stuff online on eBay, on eBay, on YouTube, I'd be like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Although I've always been like an eBay kind of person, I've always sold bits and bobs on eBay and stuff over the years. It's never been, you know, as a business or anything like that, or nothing approaching a business. It's been the odd item, the odd collectible, the odd unwanted, you know, Christmas present, that kind of thing. Never did I think I'd be stood here with a massive shed for a start, because I've never had, you know, such a large, you know, this shed was here when we moved into the house, so it was never anything good. It was just full of trash and kind of empty for many years. But then when I got into reselling, I was like, this is the perfect space. So it looked a lot different to this. I don't know if anybody remembers the video I did. I don't know if I even showed what this place was like before I did it up, but I suppose it was quite a lot like this, because before I did it up, it had a little bit of reselling related stuff. Maybe like a few shelves here or something. Was it just a few shelves here? Yeah, it was like really spacious in here. I kind of want to get back to that. I think we can do it. Like, I do have a lot of personal stuff in this corner, some of which can just probably go. Got like an old fridge and stuff, you know. An old chest of drawers that I'm not using. Really don't need a lot of this stuff, and I can make it like a proper little reselling den. And I think the plan, when I first did the shed, that was the plan, you know, to have it a little kind of, think Commonwealth picker type of thing, but not quite to that standard Commonwealth picker. Probably does it better than the rest. Maybe Shed Flips, he does a pretty good job of it as well. Here in the UK, you've got like people like me and many others, and I think like George Ross, and he's a bit like me, of like his spaceship kind of roof. But his shed is like absolutely packed as well. Like, I think we're probably all the same, but it could be a bit better organised. I don't know. There's more I can do in here. There is, and I need to do it. Because then it would be a nice place to like film videos out of and stuff as well, because I've not really got anywhere. But it'd be nice if like here, like from here to like here and here, like to here kind of thing, if all that was just clear, that would be like a really nice place. It doesn't matter if all this is like stacked up around it, but if that was clear floor space, I could do all my videos like that here. The window's there, so I'd have a bit of sunlight coming through. Anyway, we will get there. It's good to have these plans. I know a lot of people bring out videos this time of year, and this, you know, I'm doing this, and this. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, it's not, but I think you can put a bit too much like pressure on yourself at a time of year where it can be a bit stressful, can't it? Just after Christmas, for many reasons, money and everything else. You know, a lot of people start diets, and do you know what I mean? I just, it's good to have targets, obviously, but my targets are more like a longer term thing, shall we say, but I will get there. I will. I've got a lot of things I want to get done. Maybe if I stopped like standing here and talking for random amounts of time about these things, it would get done a bit quicker, right? So, the mother of all tangents right there. And look at this. France nearly got there, didn't they, in the World Cup? France 98, McDonald's toy. I think I might just keep like teasing you some of these video by video until I eventually get around to actually doing this. That's like Sylvester and Tweety Pies. This is from 95. Don't remember that one myself. Next is this Tupperware item. It's like a set of 3 condiment condiment tubs. I don't really know what you want to call them, but this is what they are. It's proper nostalgic to me, this one. I don't know why. I don't think we ever had this, but I'm guessing I've seen it out there somewhere and had this one a few times in the past. £11 plus postage. And while I was inside a second ago, just before I came into the shed, this just sold as well. So this is an additional item, £8.99 plus postage. Just up here, it's the one with a heart on. I think I've got another one, or did I sell that? Yeah, no, I've got another one. It's just over there, but I've had a few of these. And I've said before, you know, they obviously don't sell for a huge amount, £8.99 plus postage, but I think I got this for... Did I get this from the Jumble Sale Trail? I got one of these from the Jumble Sale Trail. I don't know if it was this particular one, but I've probably for like £1 or something. It's just about worthwhile, I think. This right here went for £20 plus postage. It's a Lego sword and shield. I got this from a boot sale a few months back even. Used condition, as these things are always going to be like this, you know. It's a sword and a shield, it's a toy sword and a shield. It's gonna have some marks and stuff on it. But you go and buy these at Legoland new, and they are pretty expensive. You can get them from the Lego stores out there as well, some of them. But these, I think they change them up every so often, so this particular one I don't think they still sell. Next is this Rayware bread bin, $34.99 plus postage. I think this is the one I got from that antique shop. Was that earlier this year? I got it. Well, earlier last year to you guys, I guess, when you're seeing this. But for me right now, this year, I think I got this from an antique shop for £5. The last item is this. This went for £45 plus postage. It's an electronic typewriter. You might remember me picking this up last year, maybe like 18 months ago now, for £15, I think. It was around about that anyway. It came with like software and some additional ink ribbons. It was working great. It is a big heavy thing. Additionals, which I think are just here. Yep, pretty sure that's everything. I'll double check that I've got all the bits, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So that's it. Let's get all this stuff in. I'm not actually going to package any of this tonight, although my partner is packaging the smaller things as we speak. But most things are going to be packaged tomorrow, so I will cut until then, when everything is hopefully packaged. I want to get it all packaged. It's New Year's Eve tomorrow, so I want to get it all packaged early, dropped off before lunchtime. That is what I'm thinking in my head. Whether we can do that with so many items, I don't know, but I'm certainly going to try and get up early. I'm going to go for it. So it's the next day now, and there's 2 more items that have sold overnight, which I'm going to pick now. One is in here, one's upstairs in the spare room. So the one in here is this, which is a brass like eagle. I think this was originally my grandma's. It was in a big box full of random stuff, which nobody thought there was any money to. Various times over the years, like I think it's nearly ended up in the bin, but going through kind of my dad's house, he'd actually asked me to take this stuff many times before. He's like, "Oh, just take that stuff with you, try and sell it if you want, do whatever you want with it." I just never had, only until recently, where some of it was worth good money. Some like that Japanese stuff, I've still got a bit as well, like a Selby tea set that's worth a couple £100 and that kind of stuff. And then this is just one of like the random kind of extra bits that was on top, and £25.99 plus postage is not too bad. There it is, right there. And the last item is this, £19.99 plus postage is what I got for it. I got it from a charity shop for a couple of £2. It was in that corner there. Had to root it out. There it is, right there. So this is all the Hermes parcels right here. We've also got a Parcel Force one, which I've literally just dropped off at the post office. And then we've got 3.5 big bags of raw mail to go as well. But I'm going to leave this one here. I'm going to put on the screen now how much money we will make reselling it, or how much money we have made reselling it for a profit on eBay. Yeah, I hope you guys have had a good one, and hope your sales are okay in January. I know it can be a bit of an odd time where things get slow and everything, but I hope you do okay. This is, you know, probably going to be the most I'm sending out like this for a considerable amount of time. I'm going to drop all this stuff off, if anywhere actually accepts it in, and then we're going to come back and have a little last party of the year.